Hello, beautiful Geminis. Welcome back to my tarot nook. Thank you so much for joining me today. So for this reading, we are going to tap in to see what it is you need to know right now about you and your situation and the person on your mind. All right, this will be like a you and them reading. As always, welcome back every returning subscriber. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Welcome back viewers, returning viewers, and new viewers equally. Kindly please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy tarot, and if you're new, hit the notification bell. I post regularly. All right, and I hope you find that these messages resonate for you and you get the information you are seeking to have answers to at this time. Also, let me know in the comments how you're doing. All right, so your romance angels are saying to pay attention to the red flags. We also have the signs are cautioning you. All right. We have, there's a new love here. Okay, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. All right, so it could be a past person you love or a new person altogether. We do have some red flags we need to be paying attention to. And you need to keep an open mind, I guess, or it says keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Some of you, in terms of romance here, if you're, interacting with somebody new, keeping an open mind, because obviously, there could be some things, red flags, if things are opening up, like if there's pros and cons or something like that, like weigh it out, be attentive, guard yourself, be kind to yourself in that sense, and like value your time with the person that wants to be with you, okay? And we also have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. All right. Interesting altogether. So we definitely have a situation right now where you could be in a, again, on pause. Things could be on pause. A past person could be returning as new love, new experience, new promises, learning and forgiving is a thing. I feel like there could be also learning and forgiving themselves. Not forgiving themselves, but they're also learning and forgiving based on where things might be with the both of you. So let's check in with that and see what's going on with you and them. So we have liquid courage. I feel like somebody here really wants to have the courage to speak up or speak to you or express how they feel or express their love, but it kind of almost feels like they have to kind of loosen up to kind of get there. They could be very nervous. This is a person, I'm telling you, it's a breakup energy. There's somebody that's really wanting to reach out here. I feel like liquid courage is playing a role here to kind of feel brave. I don't feel like it's intoxicated as much as to have the courage, to have they could be acting weird around you, but there's a breakup as well. I mean, there's an energy that really did walk away. So see a reconciliation. I'm telling you, there is somebody that wants a second chance. I feel like liquid courage is where I tap for them. They want to build up the confidence. There's red flags. So if you're considering maybe a return as well, or like a reconnection for some of you, don't go like in blind, like pay attention this time. Unexpected. I feel like this is going to come at you unexpectedly here. Some of you could be kind of starting to think about moving on, or like starting like allowing like a new love to enter your life, but no. We do have a toxic situation, so that could be the red flags. All right, could be a lot of fighting, codependencies, codependent behavior. Liquid courage could be part of the problem if they're drinkers, and alcohol could have led to the breakup. But somebody here really loves and misses you dearly. They really want to pull you back towards their energy field here. So maybe keep an open mind for me might also mean like, listen to what they have to say. Some of you, this person could be really working on healing. All right, let's see what else is going on. We'll check in with you here. So we have the Death card, which is the Scorpio energy. The Seven of Wands here, Leo energy. The Knight of Swords, okay, Aquarius energy. This actually showed up for Libra as well. We have the King of Swords, which is a Gemini energy. Could be you right there, the Lover. Oh, double Gemini. Wow, Gemini and Gemini. Gemini, you're here. You have something to say. Your person literally could also be a Gemini. Okay, the Six of Swords in the reverse. Aquarius energy. And the Hanged One, or the Hanged Man, I should say. Alright, water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Maybe Scorpio here. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Saturn energy. and a Pisces card, or Pisces sign. So the Eight of Cups in the reverse, all right. We are looking at an energy that may have walked away, dipped out, broke up, separated, dipped, took off, wanted something different, something better, took everything for granted, did not even care 1 second, wanted to move on to deeper things. This could be somebody that was very secretive. They don't want to share their open emotions. They may not want to, again, liquid courage. It's always when they're a certain way versus another is when things would kind of feel like they could kind of, um, they'll feel like loosened up to kind of talk or be able to kind of express themselves. Or they could just have just like I said, addictions and codependencies on things. But essentially here, somebody like walked away without even looking back, all right? But this person kind of did it in an abandoning way. They kind of felt like they left everything. They left you, or they left the connection. They just broke up. They kind of walked away. And with the death energy showing in here, it does seem like something in the past that may have seemed finished may about to come back and resurface. And it could very well be due to unfinished business for a lot of you, okay? There's an energy here where somebody, again, it was time for them to walk away and they did, but that did not work out, all right? But there's pay attention to the red flags, and there's a repeat of negative patterns when the death card shows up in the reverse. So, something very shocking had happened, or somebody just left you in a state of shock, and they want to reconcile. This person really is working, learning, I think, and forgiving, and also so are you, or the willingness for that will be there. All right, I don't feel like this person's completely let go of you, energetically speaking. The Seven of Wands, we have some Leo. This is, again, somebody here is standing their ground. I feel like that could be you standing your ground, taking a tough stance, but there's tough competition. I feel like this person, could essentially make things a little kind of complicated for no reason. Almost feels like you might sometimes have to put out some fires, is something I'm sensing. They could be sometimes unfair in how they treat you and how they advance towards you, or the lack of recognition for some of you. They are not necessarily focused on other people's needs as much as they should be. But again, it's a Mars card, by the way, and so the Mars energy kind of comes across as very courageous, very brave. It's next to the liquid courage. Also, the Leo card is courageous and brave. Okay, so there's a lot of somebody's here is really working up the courage, or the getting back to that brave position where they can come forward and really fix something. All right. I did feel like they did dip out and walked away, but it's something that they're wanting to kind of fix. But I feel like you're also going to be standing your ground. You're going to have better control this time around if they come back, or if they try to reach out. The Knight of Swords, interestingly, in the reverse, this is more of the challenge, and the challenge is they're very fickle energy. So even if they do come forward and they do want things and they want to advance things, they sometimes come across as they don't have direction. And here it did show, again, they did walk away from something, walked away, and then here it could come across as well as lacking the desire to fix something, okay? So sometimes it could come across that way, and the inner strength is super needed here. So the Knight of Swords, I feel like this energy, for you and them specifically, it's going to be about defending your beliefs. You're both going to, like I said, you're going to be standing your ground, and you're going to be defending your beliefs where you are with things. You're going to call them out, and it's not like if they want to be back, things have to change. It's just that the conversation needs to be had in terms of how perhaps their negative behavior or their patterns or their addictions is impacting or affecting you and them, okay? Like whether it's in the relationship or not. But I feel like, this is somebody here that's very impatient as well. So it could also be you being a little impatient, like will they turn around, when they're gonna fix something. Look, we have the horses going in different ways, so like maybe you guys are just on opposite thinking space right now, like you don't see things clearly or eye to eye. Not that there's there isn't a baseline for it, but you're just not at the place where you're like calming down yet. Things are a little rough. And I said here, Gemini, you're showing up twice, double Gemini, King of Swords, you're not playing around. The communication is going to have to come through in absolute truth. I don't feel like it's going to be an energy that you're going to mess around with, or you're going to be messed with. You're going to be really focused here, head over heart, of course, but very kind of grounded as well. Again, your tolerance is not going to be, you're going to be very like your tolerance is going to be thin. Okay, this is here. The goal is to get over this nasty fight, is what I'm getting. And the goal is to either fix something, decide something, or move on from something here. And the Lovers in the reverse, very strong card. It's a card again of the reconciliation, but currently there's like a little bit of disharmony. Okay, major trust issues here. Major trust issues. This person may not be their best person when they do drink or do act out of conduct or perform, odd behaviors. You could also have like your own toxic habits. I'm not trying to say that only one person's good and the other one's bad, but for you, I feel like the toxic behaviors or the toxic habits or the toxic like drinking and whatever is deemed to be toxic to the relationship really is where it's at. All of that needs to kind of be thought about because there's a lack of accountability anyway. So one person cannot be fully responsible for all the issues. So accountability is also super important. And I feel like that's something you're really like maybe not like maybe tuned into because you may be invested in something else. But also it just shows that as well that there's somebody here that's invested in something else. So in this case, it could be a third party. It could also be just a lifestyle investment. So it's kind of breaking the love, breaking apart the experience. All right. But somebody here, with the Lovers in reverse, Gemini, I feel like that's you. You're not feeling the closeness anymore, or not feeling that feeling of closeness you used to have. You're kind of pulling away from that a little bit. But because you're feeling that, I feel like, and the Gemini is a dual, I feel like you may be also wondering or worrying if they're also pulling away. You're not pulling away completely, but you're kind of pulling back and you're just not feeling that closeness anymore. And for some of you, you're wondering if your person here is truly letting go or if it's time for you to even let go and move on. All right, there's again a desire here to reconcile and fix something after something felt stuck or trapped. There could have been some type of a conflict that, again, this person escaped. They did dip out and escape conflict, but they want to come back. They want to reconcile. Reconciliation is available in multiple cards, but at the end of the day, this person is kind of a little twisted sometimes. It's kind of like you almost have to completely ignore them for them to really think, oh my God, they're for real, and then they kind of come back. So it's just kind of like a balancing thing here. But there's a lot of things that are still unresolved, and I feel like, the Six of Swords underneath the Seven of Wands, you're still going to be standing your ground. All right, things can be very exhausting, but somebody's holding out hope for one more chance, at least one more chance. Timing wise, the Hangman's showing up here. It's not a bad thing, but we're looking at letting go and wondering if there could be a chance to kind of come back or reconcile, let go of the grudges. And here we're looking at the Hangman as a card of letting go or feeling trapped and feeling uncertain. So somebody here is uncertain, I feel like, what they want or what's going to completely be the final outcome. I feel like it could both be you and them. I feel like they do want to kind of connect and get back online, but I don't think they have what it takes to make a full commitment. So there could be delays because of that, because they know themselves better, and it's just something that they're going to need to work on. And if they choose not to, it's going to be their own issue in life. Like, it's not because of you. I mean, honestly, it's where it's at. But this is somebody here that was unhappy in the connection, and there was some type of unhappiness, and they're wanting to reconnect, okay? But at the same time, they want to take their step back, or want you to step back when things don't work out. Like, it's almost like they don't know what it's like to be committal or to commit or to go through issues. So I'm not saying they're a runner, but they'd rather just avoid problems, okay? They'd rather just not deal with them. All right, I do feel like somebody is holding off on making a decision. I feel like for a lot of you, the red flags, your happiness is important and all that. So if you're feeling unhappy and stuff like that, and if they do reach out to reconcile, you may be the person that needs to actually hold things off and to make a decision, take the time to think, especially if you were unhappy in the past, okay? Not to say you don't miss them or you don't love them or care about them, but sometimes they just didn't bring the happiness or the love or the value that I think the connection deserved. All right, so let's pull some love, hidden truth cards. These could be messages from you to them, from them to you, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. All right, so I wish I could share my good news with you. Okay, I want to tell you how I feel, and I'm afraid to contact you. So they have good news to share. I feel this is from them 100%. I feel like they want to tell you how they feel about everything. Reconciliation, liquid courage, okay? unexpected. I'm afraid to contact you. They don't know how it's gonna come out, because you might even, like I said, you might be the person that's like, I don't know what I want. I remember every detail of that day. All right, so if you'd like to pause right now and ask the universe and your angels and guides for any specific questions, I'm going to pull some angel answers for you, so you can ask your questions and these will be your answers. Okay, so big happy changes. I think this showed up for Aquarius. We also have an opportunity, and we have no need to worry. Beautiful, beautiful. And then bottom of the deck, meditation brings answers. All right, my beautiful, beautiful Geminis. Lastly, I always do this in all my readings. I'm going to pull a final self-love, self-healing message for you. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed the reading. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe. Thank you so much for supporting me in those ways. Your final message, and you can type this in the comments as well if you'd like to let me know you stayed with me till the very end. Of course, I sincerely love and thank you so much for that. Your word is self-love. Look at that. So you can only love others as much as you love yourself. Beautiful Geminis, I love you guys, and take care. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.